let's see what this trailer has to showcase to us now, guys. Obviously, we have to pause it every now and then simply for copyright. So bear with us, but we're
Mm.
gonna live react to this again. I haven't seen this. I've been waiting for this for a while, and I'm gonna do a separate video on this. But let's just do it live and react for those who are actually here. So like the stream and let's do this. Now I can hear it. We're good.
Captain Rambo? What the hell are you doing?
Entering the jump point perimeter.
Well, good to see Nick Fury in here, as expected. I don't think you can have a Brie Larson film without Samuel L. Jackson. They're kind of tied together.
Gonna get you some readings, Fury. Hello?
Mm.
Hello?
God, that looks terrible. I'm sorry. Yeah, I can already see it's just not that great.
Yes.
It's CGI department.
Captain Rambo?
Wait, what? Are you serious? They brought
Mm.
Miss Marvel into this from
Mm.
Monica. Is that what I saw just there? So
Mm.
Monica touched this
They
and
changed places.
they swapped places. God, look at that
Yeah.
terrible CGI face.
Mm.
This is not even the real person. You could tell. So she touches it, and then that's weird. Okay.
Bang. Mm.
Is this an Avengers test?
Ah, God, the Marvel humor. The Marvel humor. You know what's sad? How much they're actually
Mm.
trying to push Miss Marvel. They're really trying to push Miss Marvel as like the next big thing. And I'm not sure why they're doing it. Why are they banking so much on her? Why would you bank so much on the character that got you the least viewed show in your entire lineup in Phase 4 on Disney Plus? Like I already am
Mm.
annoyed.
Essentially, Hypno, she's the Roman Reigns of the MCU.
Oh yeah, the
She's
constant
being
pushing
pushed
that
to the moon,
nobody.
but nobody wants her.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's funny. I was a big fan of wrestling, and Roman Reigns was
Mhm.
definitely that guy who was being pushed by
Mm.
Vince McMahon. No matter how hard people tried to tell you they didn't want him, they kept pushing him,
Mm.
and that's what this feels like. Miss Marvel feels like, yeah, that's a great analogy. I'm going to use that. Roman
Mm.
Reigns. She feels like
Sure.
Roman Reigns,
Steal it away.
but like
Steal
KRG
it away.
says, I already hate it. I feel
I
that
know.
one.
Wait until Breel shows up.
This 32 seconds feels like an hour already.
Where's Captain Rambo?
Oh, that was my favorite part when she went splat. That's good. Let's watch that again. Nice. Wait, how did we get to Bree now? This is so confusing. What did I just miss here?
Hmm.
Well, there's Brie Larson looking disgustingly skinny. Why does she look like she's on a lot of drugs? You know what I mean? Like, if you notice that Brie Larson is really, really skinny lately, she's really, really skinny lately. And I mean,
Yeah.
normally that's not a bad thing, but she's like skeletal, you know?
Yeah.
This suit, I guarantee you, is probably adding some weight to
She's
her.
she's high on
Yeah,
mm,
seriously.
she's
I
high on copium, and I will say though, Hypno, that every time you play this, it just freezes. I can barely see it, and it's a good job I've already seen this.
Oh, that's not good.
Uh,
But
mm.
yeah, the fact
Well,
that they
I'll go on.
that so many people are constantly telling you that they don't like Miss Marvel, and yet this is what they push to you. And again, this trailer is screaming to me how obvious it is that Miss Marvel is going to be a central point in this movie. I mean, aside from the fact that they said that she's going to be a central point, um, this is very obvious now because again, um,
Mm,
Brie Larson is in her room. Monica Rambeau got switched with uh, what you call it, Miss Marvel.
mm,
So she's going to be the central point, and why that is, I'm not really sure. And I almost guarantee you, further down the line, she's going to be probably one of the more
mm,
prominent characters within the new Avengers because they're trying to build like a new Avengers within
mm.
the MCU.
For modern
So
audiences.
correct for modern audiences, yes. Yes. High on copium, I think, and I'll be like that one. All right, let's continue.
What the? Hi.
We're looking for Kamala Khan.
Oh Jesus. So we got Nick Fury, Monica Rambeau looking for good old Miss Marvel, and I'm assuming this is her family right here. I don't know why they
Mm,
have a dude here who looks like
that's
he's
part
tied up.
of the trailer.
That's what?
Yeah, he actually is.
Yeah, like why is this dude tied up? They do something. So at this point, she's already a superhero. They know that she's wearing her suit. So I don't know.
Mm,
Very weird.
Okay, so our powers are entangled. I can manipulate light energy. And you, I could totally show you.
Oh God, man. You know, I just there is not a single movie that has come out from Marvel in the last. I mean, what are we in 2023 now?
mm,
Probably the last years,
mm,
maybe, that has taken itself seriously. Everything is a fucking joke in every Marvel movie. Why?
mm.
Why do you think that
Because they
is?
are a joke.
Do you think that's the reason why everything's a joke, though?
No, they should change. Because it's literally become a joke unto itself. Just change Carol's name to Karen, and it's gonna be hilarious.
Nobby, I gotta agree. The only reason why this movie exists is so people can just destroy it. I don't think it's gonna do very well in the box
Mm,
office. I don't foresee this movie doing
mhm,
much money, to be honest with you. And the crazy thing is, the first Captain Marvel actually did a decent amount of money, if I remember
mhm,
correctly. But again, I don't think this one is necessarily going to do that because it's showcasing three different characters, not just one. They couldn't even give her the benefit of the doubt of giving her like her name in the movie. Like this is not called Captain Marvel 2. This is called the
no,
Marvels, which is even more
mm,
insulting, I think, for Brie Larson. But she's all right with that. She doesn't care.
mm.
Sanguine Tail says they want to appeal to normies, not fans. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that.
Modern audiences.
Modern audiences just
Mm.
keep saying that because that's what they want. All right, let's see Brie Larson's skinny self.
I'm not again. Hi. Where's our daughter? Wherever you were.
Oh, I forgot all about that cat. That's the cat that actually cut up Nick Fury, right? Nick Fury's eyes, I believe. I'm almost positive that's the case.
Yeah, that disgusting creature. Ugh,
Tentacle monster.
ugh.
This movie just screams massive girl boss. You know, like and I get it.
Mm,
I get it. It's a female centered movie. It's supposed to be that way, I suppose. But I just don't know who is going to want to watch this because again, Miss Marvel is a character that's going to be pushed heavily in this movie. I promise you, it's going to happen.
mm.
There's no way they're not going to make her the center
And
point. They've already admitted it.
this trailer is so bad, it's destroying my signal when you play it, Hypno. That's how bad it is. It
It has that
is. I
effect
mean, every time you
in the
play it,
world.
I have to hide myself. That's how bad it is. It's destroying my Wi-Fi.
You know, it's funny. Apparently, people are saying that she's throwing a fit over the fact that the movie's not named after her. But I don't know if I genuinely believe that, though. I don't know if I believe that because um, this is Brie Larson we're talking about. This is a person who is
Mm,
extremely progressive, and I just don't see why she would not be okay with being sidelined for two diverse other versions of herself. You know, like why wouldn't she be okay with
mm,
Monica Rambeau or even Miss Marvel being the center point? You know, they're both way more
mm.
diverse than she'll ever be. So, not sure.
Live by the progressive sword, die by the progressive sword.
That's usually how it works. We got KRG for
Mm,
$10 says, so I think they make everything a joke because they don't have anyone that takes the comics seriously working for them, and they all take it as one big joke. That might be true.
mm,
Overall, that might be true. But again, I feel like there are certain storylines that they try to tell that should be taken seriously, and they still don't even take those seriously. So I don't really know why they do that. They anytime they try to showcase death in the MCU or anything close to that, I never take it seriously. I laugh it off because they themselves don't take it serious. Like
Hmm.
you can't take that entire premise seriously in a movie series or movie cinematic universe that doesn't take themselves seriously. Like none of the storylines, everything, and everybody comes back to life. Nobody ends up really dying permanently too often, and everything's a joke. And
Hmm.
every single bad guy ends up being a joke as well. Um, I don't know. It's
Why is
weird.
she dressed up as a jellyfish?
I'm not sure. I guess it's because of where they're at. They're in some sort of weird place. Maybe they're on Lizzo's planet. 'Cause Lizzo dress is very similar to this. So could be that. But let's finish the trailers. Wait a second. That was like a Bollywood scene? How much you want to bet they're gonna do a Bollywood scene? This looks like a Bollywood scene. Like in a
A lot
movie.
of singing, a lot of dancing.
Yep. Crazy outfits. They're definitely
Mm,
gonna do a Bollywood scene. Especially if it's Miss Marvel being the main character. I would almost
mm.
guarantee that.
Shields up!
Wait, why are they fighting?
No, they're fighting the gender fluid bad guy, girl, they them
Oh,
creature.
is this the bad Brie
I
Larson?
think so. Yeah, the even more progressive evil version.
Oh, so she's like the Republican Brie Larson. This is the Brie Larson who I mean, yeah, because you got all three of them. Wow, she's pretty big. I
Mm,
thought she was smaller than that.
no,
I didn't
she'll
realize how big
slowly.
she was.
Kamala Khan will be the Lizzo of the new Avengers. Her power will
Yes,
be eating people.
of course. And of course, Monica Rambeau is right in the
Mm,
forefront of this trio over here. And who's in the back? White girl Brie Larson in her
yeah.
own movie.
Mm,
God. Can you imagine how bad, like you said, progressives have to live by the sword and die by the sword? So imagine how much it must hurt
mm,
to admit that you have to stay in the background of your own sequel because these two have to take precedence over, and your ideology tells you that you have to be
mm.
okay with it.
Everything has its time to shine, and everything fades away, folks.
Yeah, but this is just like wow. It's
Mm.
it's really telling this particular scene. Unbelievable.
We're a team. Oh, no. We're not a team.
We're not a team.
Shocker. The girls all fighting each other as if they don't always do that. So it is actually coming out in November, or is it gonna get delayed again like it always does?
Fingers crossed there's a delay, folks.
I actually want this to come out so we could just get it over with. It's kinda like a Band-Aid that you have to rip off, you know? Like, just get it over with. Release the movie already, you know it's gonna do bad, release it, get it over with, and let's move on from this. We'll get our rage clicks on YouTube and just move on.
No,
Um,
delay it by a year, and you can have it when the election is due.
yeah, seriously.
Mm,
So
mm,
CGI is pretty terrible. As expected. I don't know what it is with Marvel, but they are just
mm,
not capable anymore, man. It's really sad. What is she turned to dust here, or is she transformed?
mm,
Let me see that one more time. Oh, oh, I see. Because the
mm,
CGI is so fucking terrible, I couldn't tell by the face at first. So you got Miss Marvel fighting, and when Miss Marvel uses her powers, she switches places with Monica Rambeau. Wow, that CGI is god awful. That's interesting.
mm,
All of them trying to fight the bad girl Brie Larson. Yeah, it's doesn't look very good. And I don't know
mm,
why the CGI looks this bad considering they've had so much time to work on this movie because it gets delayed over and over and over again.
mm.
But that's neither here nor there. What do you think about it?
It's just, it is the MCU in a nutshell, ladies and gentlemen. In my view, the Marvels will cater to normies, to a modern audience, and it will be that shallow point of view that will try to salvage this film financially. But if the Marvels does do well, it'll be here today, gone tomorrow. Kind of like with the Shazam, as it were. It did very well out of the starting gates, but then after a a few days, maybe a week, it just and it all
Right.
collapsed, and it did abysmally. Mm,
Yeah, the this movie is definitely going to be one of those one and done kind of things.
mm,
I don't see them making much money past like the second or third week. I think it's going to
mm,
be a movie that's going to experience really strong drop off. I don't know about you,
mm,
but I don't like the fact that movies like this that are very heavily CGI dependent are very obviously hurting in terms of their CGI budget. It really takes away from what this movie could be capable of if they just keep the budget where it needs to be for movies like this, right? Like I don't know. It's just really bad. And I didn't really notice it until right at the very end, this last fight scene.
mhm.
This last fight scene, you really see it just how oh, another girl boss? Wait, go back. No, this whole movie is gonna be girl.
Yeah,
Why is every leader always a woman now? I just don't get it. Oh
because
god.
men because because men have become women. It's
Yeah.
tranny mania, man.
What's the saying? The force is female? Yeah, the force is
Yeah.
female.
The
Clearly.
fourth is fucked more like.
Seriously. But yeah, this CGI is terrible. This is
Mm,
what really showed me that wow, this is I mean, just look at that face. I can't even zoom in, but it
mm,
looks terrible.
mm.
I don't why are you doing this to yourselves? You know? But do you really think this is a evil Brie?
No, I think think of it, Hypno, as a sort of progressive evil version of all of these three characters put together, because something caused this damn anomaly, and that creature that they are fighting may well be the source of that anomaly.
Hmm,
Hmm.
fair enough. KRG says hypnotic, you gotta check out the posters in the room. What? Oh, let's go back.
Yeah, because the room scene where Captain Marvel teleports, I think that's it. It's basically a room completely dedicated to Captain Marvel. I think it's Kamala Khan's room, judging by the layout.
It
Looks
is,
like a
yeah.
teenage girl's room from my analysis. Take that with what you will, as it were. But from the looks of it, Captain Marvel is absolutely stunned that she has a super fan.
Seriously. Not only that, look at the she's got an Iron Man helmet, an Iron Man
Mm,
toy on the right side over here as well. Let me click this. Yeah, right here. If you can see my mouse,
mm,
Iron Man toy, Iron Man helmet on the desk, but
mm,
everything else is basically Captain Marvel.
yeah.
Got a Captain
Where's the
Marvel
Baby
cutout.
Yoda plushie? Mm,
That's not gonna be in this lady's room. It's that's another Disney IP, unfortunately, that we have to deal with. Um, that's an awfully close fan to her desk. She looks like she's designing her outfit on her screen. Something along those lines on the screen. I see her emblem there.
mm.
But yeah, she's clearly obsessed with Brie Larson, which I'm sure she absolutely loves. Don't get me wrong, especially seeing herself in a picture. But it's very weird. Learn and grow. Oh, isn't that kind of similar to what you say? What do you always say? What's your saying?
Oh, keep on going and keep on growing.
There you go. All right, learn and grow. Close enough. Close enough. I don't know what the hell this drawing is. It's a Sasquatch with freaking wings or something, or a sloth with wings. Not really sure. I wonder how much art they stole from online because they got caught doing that a couple times. You know that?
Oh, no. No, I
Yeah,
did not.
yeah, they got caught stealing art a lot of the times. But this trailer looks really, really, really bad as expected, and it's very short, which is shocking because I thought this trailer would
Mm.
be a little bit longer considering how long this movie has been delayed. But I guess they're trying to put something together really fast, and this is the best they got, which I mean says a lot. It says a lot. And also, do you notice that Nick Fury doesn't look as old as he did in his own show in Secret Invasion?
No, no.
Yeah,
He
doesn't.
he does look younger. Hmm.
Yeah. So when does this take place before or after? I don't even know. I gotta check. I gotta
I
check.
am unaware of the MCU timeline,
Yeah.
unfortunately. Or is it MCU now?
It's been MCU for a long, 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 long time, unfortunately, which makes it even worse. They said this door looks really fake, and I am inclined to agree. It's pretty bad.
Hmm.
You literally saw it
Ooh.
like move like paper. Let me show you. Oh god, let me go back. It's pretty funny. I think
The door was made of copium.
it's literally a paper door. Paper
Hmm.
door. It must be a really cheap door, which it probably is.
Because
This is
well,
so
I
fake
will
looking.
say, Hypno, when I was younger, and I went from my room into my father's room, I tripped over my own feet and fell not through the door, on the door, but it was so much force that I actually knocked the door off of its hinges and I came down with the door coming down. I must have been 14 years old. My father was fucking, what the fuck is going on? You've battered the door down. And yeah, if it was a solid wooden door, she would not have gone through.